Hey guys, welcome back. My name is Timmy Tran. I'm your link to the fire within and to God, right? God, guys, you got power. It doesn't matter what situation you're in right now, right? And it doesn't matter what you learn, whether you learn the Bible or whether you learn any other books. If you get confused and you think the world is going to end and the things that, no, everything is in your control, right? And you know what? Every seed can grow a big old tree, right? Same thing with you. Start with you, right? You can't go say, oh, I got to fix the word. I got to change this. No, you start with you, right? It start with you. And you can bloom, right? And you can change everything, guys. Everything in your life, right? You don't have to be millionaire, be all these things and stuff. And stop listening to people that have million with a dollar or influence that had a lot of money that you follow them, right? You know why? It's because they can say that it's because they had a lot of money. You cannot live a lifestyle like they do if you don't have the amount of money that they do, right? They say they can do all this and stuff like that, but do you see their action? You got to see their action. Are they doing it, right? See, every single one of them like to donate to organization, right? They donate organization that way they can get tax deductible, right? But in general, you see, there might be a good thing to do. I mean, which is a good thing to do, right? To donate, right? But when you donate to all the organization or so all money, the same thing like you're paying taxes, right? We got all this money in there, and people don't know how to use your tax properly. Fix our roads, fix our our country. Then what happened? They see all this money, they misuse it, and especially if people don't know how to manage money. If you put people who don't know how to manage money and in their power, they will misuse the money. They use money. They'll create some kind of system to where they can use money differently. I mean, that's human nature, right? I mean, if I don't know how to use the money, if you give me a ton of money, what I'm going to do? I'm going to start spending, right? If I want to spend it all, what are you going to do, right? And that's happened to the Western world, right? We got people in power because they're human. They're gonna make mistakes, right? They're gonna be greedy, right? That's human, right? But thing is changing. AI is coming along. The technology is coming along. It's gonna help advance our humanity. But as a Christ believer, we gotta use this technology to help us instead of be scared, right? A lot of people are scared, believing Christianity stuff like we scared. Oh, it's a devil thing. It's a devil thing. It's no. You have the power, not the devil, not all these things that you think of. You got a power. You can change it. And start with you. Thinking positively, thinking that God give you power, thinking that you can change things, thinking that you can influence your neighbor, your friend, whoever you encounter with, right? Think about that. Don't think about negative. Don't look out into all the destruction that is happening. Think about what you can do, right? Little step by 1,000 of us as Christian believer, we can come together, right? And preach out the word of God. The power, man, the power, right? No violence, no nothing like that, nothing like that, just the power of God. That's what Jesus does, right? He go out, spread the word, right? Not blinding people in hand and not forcing people, right? Not, yelling all kind of stuff, like just share the good news. What we can really create together as a life of believing in God and the same principle, right? Everything else is noise and destruction against us for thousands of years. Are we gonna do better? I talked to one guy, he's pretty smart, his family from like, over there, Middle East and stuff like that, what is that? He's from like Israel, or beyond Israel, a group of people before Christ and stuff like that. He said that's my people, right? See, when you do that, you separate yourself. Yeah, your people are better, right? Nobody's been better. Thousands of years, we have this. If you are a God choose, people, why are you suffering? Why are you suffering? Oh yeah, but God, I think like curse His people. Well, your people doing something wrong. That's why you got cursed, right? So you still don't learn that, right? You still don't learn that today, for thousands, generations, stuff like that. And you say, my people? No, what we do today. We the people. Are we learning something about all past in all the stories you read in the Bible? Right? I don't know much about the Bible. I know some verse, all kind of stuff, but God gave me this information. Man, Dude, he's put up in my head. It's like, somehow I could not believe it. Right? That goes to my head. Right? I don't know why, but these things go to my head. And like, I can interpret things not just for me or for certain people. I can interpret things like for everybody. That apply for everybody. Right? I don't know why. Since I was little, I won't wonder why the world's the way it is. Why things the way the thing is. Why people doing bad, why people doing good, why God let things happen. All that goes to my head. Saying, what's going on? I didn't thought Jesus Christ was a God either. I believe in Christianity. My parents come from a Buddha, right? So I learned about Buddha. A lot of the time, I see my mom doing Buddha. But then I look at Buddha people. They live the same way as the same Christianity people. They live by their emotion, their feeling, their pleasure, their pain. Right? They all live by that, but they don't have no conviction on what they believe. Right? God, Buddha is all peaceful and all kind of stuff there, and see what happened. People get angry, get mad, but they all believe in Buddha. I see my mom get angry, get mad. My dad get angry and get mad. They say things like that they shouldn't be saying. But Buddha was peaceful, right? But why they get mad, they get upset. Right? Back down to human behavior, what we learn. Right? It doesn't matter. The idol, all these idols was created to extract from you, to steal your energy. Right? Now, dressing in good, and they're good. They're good human beings. Most of us are good human beings. Yes, there's some people that they'll use their power to overcome other people, to control other people. But they all can change because God give them the power, whether they believe in God or not. That God give you the power to change. Whether you believe in God or not, you have the power to change. Look at yourself. Are you still human? Are you changing? Right? You got to recognize that, right? You make mistake, you got to recognize mistake and apologize. You get angry with somebody else, whether you were wrong or right, and they heat the moment you're arguing, you apologize. Regardless you're right or wrong, you apologize. Right? That's human. We all make mistakes, right? But we gotta learn for each mistake. If we don't learn from our mistake, we repeat it over and over again for thousands of years. And one day you're like, man, this. I ever thought about God sitting back and saying, these humans, I gave them all the power, and they still struggle through generation. I give them forgiveness over and over again. But that's okay. That's how I create them. I love them. And I will punish them when the time comes. I will keep them generation again. And if they learn, then they can, build, create, and prosper, and multiply. Or else, they're going to suffer. A big suffer. It will come. Because I will not let them destroy themselves. I will let them see the destruction they cause themselves. I make them above all things. But that they want to be all things. That's not going to happen. They don't know how to use their power properly, then I will take away from them. For thousands of years, I have taken away power from a lot of people. A lot of them. But if they continue to be silent and they don't have conviction to me, like Jacob, Jacob, yeah, like Jacob. Ooh, I can get my information. Yeah, see, I'm not a robot, so I can retrieve that quick, right? I forget things, right? So it was Jacob or Moses? No, not Moses. It was Jacob, who God said, "Sacrifice your son." The bush is burning. Yeah, see that? He's testing him. See, God will test you to a certain point when you have conviction to him. Alright? That's it. With that one there, human being able to have a chance to continue. Alright? So, Christian, gotta stand up. Gotta talk. Gotta share your good news. Like Jesus did. Build, prosper, from God, Jesus Christ, from the command, change your life forever.